What's going on, guys? My name is Amit, and welcome to another war recap. This war was quite a bit of a blowout. We went up against Sabah Fighter, I think is how you pronounce it. Apologize if I am incorrect. And we pulled out that victory pretty hard, 85 to 42, with a 40+% destruction difference. So we started knocking out some Town Hall 11, Town Hall 10 triples pretty early on in the war that may or may not have discouraged them. I'm not sure, and they never really tried. So we had some good attacks. I think we had fun, but we would prefer a closer war. And it was kind of odd too. They didn't even hit all of the bases here. I mean, I would have at least hit them for, the EXP, get a star or something, but I'm not sure. So this war recap will be a little bit quick and not nearly as long as the last one. I do have quite a few attacks I want to show, but I will speed through them more quickly as the last video was a little long, even for my tastes. So this war we have Anno getting a 3-star on their top base, number 1 Ransky here. He's starting off with a queen walk, wall breaking in, trying to create the left hand side of that funnel there. Wall breaking in a little bit more. Didn't quite get all the way in there. I think he was trying to walk and pick up the eagle, but was unsuccessful with that wall break. So he's just being real patient here. And then on the right hand side, Golem and a Giant come down from the clan castle, which attracts the attention of the Eagle artillery. Some bowlers come down for the right hand side of the funnel. They head around, and he wanted to just walk around the core. He didn't want to break in. As you saw, there was no jump spell, so he could reach everything with bounces from outside the core. And unfortunately, some of the wall breakers went in, but not a big deal. But everything died out. But as long as you have a queen with a healers and the infernos are gone, pretty much the queen can handle the base. As you saw, this started at about right around 70%, and the queen just finishes it up. So that is one of the reasons why queen walks are very, very popular, almost a necessity at Town Hall 10, is because more often than not, you'll end up in situations like this where the majority of all your troops died, but as long as you're left with a queen and some healers, she can just finish off the base as long as the major threats are over with. So there you have it. Anno getting that top 3-star. Good job. Really nice stuff. Next up is CD hitting the Who. So he starts off with a Valkyrie funnel to kind of tank with a wizard behind. Pretty interesting way to get a funnel. A little bit more troop space than a giant wizard. I don't know. Bowlers come out of the clan castle with a couple of healers on them. They're going to go ahead and do a rather large walk here, if I remember. Rage spells it up, gets a nice bounce there back to that far expo. And the bowlers, like normal, are pretty stupid, and some go one way and some go a different way, which is pretty normal for bowlers. They're crazy. So they head around the base, and they took out a pretty large junction. Nice funnel there. Quad Quake comes down. Dragon, baby dragon out of the clan castle. Kind of weird. They did a lot of that. Don't really recommend it. Valks head into the core. Rage. They just tear stuff up. Break through all the compartments that they want. Bowlers trail behind. It's pretty smashed it. Pretty sweet attack. Love the bowler walk instead of the queen walk. I'm not quite there yet, but nice to see other people doing it and can learn from them. And then we have my attack here, doing the normal ring thing. Drop my, actually this one I tried to get my queen to go in, but was totally unsuccessful. So they're wall break left, wall break right. Queen walk one side, wall breaker the other side, I think. Bowler the other side. I don't remember what I did. So there goes the queen. I was hoping she would go in, but the army camp was just too far away. I only dropped 2 healers on her because I knew the damage just wouldn't be all that great. Yeah, there we go. Bowlers out of the clan castle with 2 healers on them to create the left-hand side of that funnel. Poisons for the dragon baby drag there, and use the ability to take care of that. I needed all my spells for later on because I was doing a double jump, so I just knew I would have to use the queen ability there. Got a pretty good funnel between the bowlers and the queen there. Jump spell on the front with single target inferno, jump spell on the back, and because they were two single targets, I did not feel the need to bring a freeze because I was bringing like 16 or 18 bowlers or something crazy like that. So the Valkyries I got a nice split on. Couple went to the left, couple went to the right, couple went up the core, and it was just chaos. Had a nice heal spell on the back once the Infernos were all down, where they'd be hitting a couple hit point storages and whatnot. And healers switched targets. Bowlers eventually broke their way through and just cleaned it up. So there you go. That's how you do all those ring bases. We've shown you quite a few times. There's lots of different ways to do it on the left and right. You can do queen one side is most common. You can do a king with wizards on the other side. You can do bowlers. There's bowlers on both sides. There's lots of just ways to do it. Just make sure you bring. Haven't had him on in a little while. He's been kind of a cleanup guy. So good to see him back again. Baby dragon. Not really best combo in the world. Drops a couple wizards to help the queen out. I like that. I'm getting a little bit better at it, but still a little slow myself. Drops a bunch of giants with a bunch of wizards behind to clear out all those heavy hit points. Storages, queens walking around. Drops those jump spells. I like that because they last a minute. Plenty of time. Just drop them early, get them out of the way, and then it gives your troops movement. Because it's much better to already have the jump spell down and create the pathing than to drop it late and try to redirect. You will be much, much less successful if you try to redirect any troops, especially Valks, because they tear through walls so fast. Most of the time they're going to be gone. If the jump spell isn't already down, they're not coming back. So good job, K, on that. Let's see. Now we're moving into the Town Hall 9 action with Jim doing a queen walk. Really love this queen walk because right here between this cannon and this archer tower is a double giant bomb. So really bad placement for a double giant bomb, but he is able to queen walk, let's see, what is that, counterclockwise, and pick up a double giant bomb. He eliminates the pathing, therefore neutralizing the double giant bomb. So excellent, excellent value there. Gets the CC and removes the double giant bomb. That's about the most you can hope for with a queen walk. So enters in the bottom, single golem to tank and create the funnel, do a jump spell into the queen compartment, bunch of Valkyries come in, start tearing stuff up. They trigger the other double giant bomb that was on the exterior on the exact opposite side. Then a bunch of hogs come in, heal where they all meet up, and another heal for the core, it looks like. Yep, there it is. And the healers switched on to the hogs, tearing around the base. They finish off the skeletons, and just easiness. So as you can see, guys, if you can queen walk and pick up a double giant bomb is obviously better, but if you can queen walk and pick up a single bomb that's on the outside, that's really good value too. Look for that stuff. Up next is Biscuit, who was in a slump for a very, very long time. He was experimenting with some new stuff and trying stuff, but when it came to war, he sucked. No, I'm just kidding. Biscuit's always awesome, but it's been a while since he's been on. Used a hog there, it looks like, to lure out the CC. He might have only got some of it. I'm not really sure. Drop some archers there, dropping a couple minions down here out of the range of air defenses and archer towers. Drops two golems, wall breakers in on the corner. Quite a few Valks come in, jump spell over all four compartments. Good, easy stuff. Yep, there was a dragon in there. I was right. So the queen's going to lock onto the dragon and take that out. Valks travel through the core, trip quite a few bombs. Golem parks himself on that corner. And this is what I really wanted to show, is this baby dragon here. Instead of using it for funneling, like a lot of people are doing, Biscuit's been saving it for kind of cleanup or to take out a compartment. As you saw in that compartment, it was a ground expo, a wizard tower, and a Tesla. So really easy for the baby dragon to take out that compartment. And then he continues on with cleaning up. So excellent value there for the baby dragon. More than one use, guys. You don't have to use them just for funneling. They can be used as part of a full strategy, taking out a compartment, whatever. Really creative there. I liked it. Up next, and our final 3-star attack is TB here. Let's see, drops a golem, drops 2 golems, pretty far apart. Looks like he's creating a pretty wide funnel here. Couple wizards down, left, right to start to create that trash. Does a quad quake, it's lots of compartments, opens up 3 or 4 compartments plus into the core. And because he created a nice wide funnel, all of the Valks head straight into the core. That was why I like this attack. So he knew, based off of this attack, I'm pretty sure this was a cleanup, that there was a lava hound in the clan castle. So he sent in king, Valks, golems, hogs, and you can see he hasn't even deployed his queen yet. Didn't even use it till later on. So with an all ground-based kill squad attack, everything, the lava hound just kind of derps around and doesn't do anything the whole time. Valks and Golem are in the core, hogs running around, cleaning up. They kind of share a heal spell between the hogs and the Valks wherever they are. So really good usage there. And finally, his queen comes down up top, and she's just used for cleanup. That's it. He drops her in a place that he knows the queen is not going to aggro onto that lava hound and cause it to explode. So excellent. Really like it there. The other one I like is if you lure it out and then drop a couple archers and a healer. That's a nice one that I like too. But you can also do this. Just totally ignore it. Just don't drop your queen. Just save her for cleanup. He proves you can get by without it. Really creative. I liked it. Our final attack that I'm going to show is just a beautiful CC kill. A lot of people at Town Hall 9, 10, 11 start to get into the quad quake thing. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I don't discourage it. Don't tell people what to do. Everybody, has their own attack styles and strategies. Totally cool. But if you bring in a quad quakes, you're more than likely not bringing poison. So it's essential that you remember how to do the basics and how to kill the CC. So here we have Just Around demonstrating a really, really good CC kill. Here we go, slow it down. So he lured out the CC, dropped an archer far away, and then he just trails in a couple barbarians, and the wizards fire away at the dragon. Kind of spins around. Used a couple more wizards than I normally like, but that's pretty much the basics of the idea there. People get away from that up at higher levels, and you don't necessarily always have to lure when you're quad quaking at 9 or 10 or 11, but if you are, know that luring the CC is still an option and killing it manually. So really nice there, Just Around. I hope I got my point across. I'm not really sure. There's no most heroic defense this week. They were pretty bad all around, and I could actually probably show a lot of attacks, but I didn't feel like anything was worthy enough. So we're just going to stick to how awesome we are, and not how bad they were. So I hope you guys liked this video. Feel free to comment on anything, the quad quakes, the killing, queen walks, anything you think is relevant, other people need to know. I always like people's feedback. And as always, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you very much.